3 divisions down and 1 to go. It's the big one, the English Premier League. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you happen to be watching is. Welcome back to another video. Premier League prediction time, and oh my days. The World Cup has spoilt us and we are now back with Premier League action. Any fan of any Premier League team, or if you're not a fan of a Premier League team, let me know down in the comment section where you think your team or other teams are going to be finishing in the division, and let me know what you think about my predictions. I'm really looking forward to going through this one with you. There's a couple of in there that might be a little bit controversial, but I think the top 6 is where things get a little bit interesting. Let's jump in though to the teams that are going to sadly get relegated in my opinion. So the 3 teams going down are Cardiff, Huddersfield and Bournemouth. Bournemouth, I know. Crazy, right? Not so. Cardiff, signing championship players, you're getting ready for a relegation year, you're going to take the money, you're going to go back down, you're going to go again. I think Neil Warnock knows the kind of players he's been signing. He's signing championship players because he's a championship manager. Simple as that. Huddersfield just about managed to survive last year. Just. And it took the fact that there were 3 teams worse than them to survive. I think they're going to struggle this year. Really, really do. Losing Tom Ince was an interesting sale. I don't really know why you would let him go, but let me know down in the comments, Huddersfield fans. Bournemouth, this bubble has got to burst. I'm sorry, but this whole fairy tale thing of how it's a miraculous thing that they got to the Premier League, I just don't. No, it's not. It's not. You know what? You've got a good manager, and you've got a squad that work for him. But sooner or later, you've got to start making some other signings to take your team onto the next level. You can't stagnate. And I just don't really see where Bournemouth are actually planning on going. Are you just surviving in this league so you can get the stadium sorted, the facility sorted? What is going on? Let me know. Let me know down in the comment section. Watford, I think it's going to be a massive struggle for you guys this year, but I think you'll just about be okay. Fox, Fox in the box, you may completely disagree with me, Lee, but let me know what you reckon down below. It'll be really interesting to hear what you guys think about that. Watford fans, Fulham, signing Mitrovic, signing Alfie Mawson, and just continue to play the brand of football you do. I think you're going to be all right. You might struggle, but you're going to get some big results from time to time. Craven Cottage, you've got to make that fortress. You get that place absolutely on fire, you're going to be all right. I've then got Burnley finishing in 15th. I think Europa League is going to take its toll, but the squad know what they do. They played a certain way and it works. It just absolutely works. But I think European football is going to have a massive factor. And I think if you can survive and enjoy European football, then fair play to you. I've then got Brighton finishing in 14th. I looked at some of their signings and that's the only reason why I've got them this high. I think probably they're in a similar situation to Bournemouth. I think they're probably they could well be struggling this year. But I've got them finishing just about above the likes of Burnley and Fulham. That may be a little bit interesting, but let me know down in the comments if you're a fan of any of his teams, why I may be wrong. Let me know. We then go from 13th to 7th. We're starting off with 13th place, which is Newcastle. Until you give Rafa some funds, until you let him spend, you're not going to progress. You're not going to progress. And selling Mitrovic, I think, is a massive mistake. Bring him back in. He's full of confidence right now. He's just been to the World Cup. Don't sell him to Fulham. Bring him back to your team and play him. See what he can do. That's just my opinion. Palace finishing in 12th. You've got some really good players, but as long as Zaha's on form, you guys will be absolutely fine. Enjoy your season. Enjoy your brand of football. Enjoy the Premier League. It does not, as a Norwich fan, trust me, you enjoy the Premier League whilst you're there. Have fun. Let Zaha do what he does. Get Kabay in the goal sheets, you know what I mean? Just have fun. Just enjoy this league. You've got Connor Wickham come back, which seems to be pleasing a lot of Palace fans. Hopefully he has a good year. Southampton finishing in 11th, making some really good signings. I think they put the disappointment of what happened last year behind him. Mark Hughes, I don't rate him as a manager, but I think he'll do well at Southampton, and he'll be having another solid mid-table-ish season. Wolves in 10th. I think if they would have made some other good signings, I would have probably had them a little bit higher than this. But I think if they can get a top half finish, that's a really good season for them. João Moutinho, Rui Patricio, you're basically your Portugal B. That is what you are. You are turning into Portugal B. But let me know Wolves fans, what do you reckon? Are you excited about this season? You've got to be excited about this season. How can you not? But let me know where you think your team is going to finish down below. West Ham finishing in 9th. Again, if Marko Arnautovic has a good season, then they'll be all right. But without him, I don't really see where the goals are coming. And that's why I couldn't put you any higher than 9th. You need to find a goal scorer. But it's going to be interesting to see how Jack Wilshere gets on. Apparently, he was really bad against Ipswich in a pre-season friendly. But I don't know. There could just be Ipswich fans just blowing hot smoke. But let me know where you think you'll finish. Everton in 8th. If they could just have a solid season under Marco Silva and try and build, that's not going to be enough for the owners, but I think realistically that's probably where you're going to finish. Leicester in 7th. I think James Maddison's a hell of a signing, and I know as a Norwich fan that would be like, oh well, he's obviously blowing James Maddison's trumpet. Trust me, you guys in the Premier League do not know how good of a player James Maddison is, and this year he is going to tear shit up, and I'm not joking. Him and Vardy is going to be absolutely lethal this year, and I can't wait to see him blossom. He's going to be in the England squad at the Euros in 2 years' time. I have absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever. And here are the top 6. The top 2 are quite predictable, but the rest of it, I changed this order so many times, but this is what I've gone for. Chelsea in 6th. I think if Hazard and Courtois go, you're in big trouble. However, manage to keep a hold of them. I think it's just a year of transition under the new manager and what he wants. But these players are good enough. They should be able to adapt to whatever kind of stuff that Sarri wants. It'll be interesting to see whether or not you do. But you've got to be aiming for top 4, but I think you'll finish in 6th. Tottenham are going to just be enjoying the new season in this new stadium. And I am determined to get there at some point this year. But I think you're just going to be missing out on the top 4. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Harry Kane can have a good year as well. On the back of a World Cup tournament where he had his critics wrongly, in my opinion. But I hope that Tottenham have another good year. Arsenal. I am absolutely buzzing to see what Arsenal are going to be like under this new guy. Mesut Ozil, now that he's fully concentrated on club level rather than international level, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he can progress, because he's a 1 in 4 type of player at the moment and he needs to be doing a lot better than that. But Arsenal, I think, are going to be finishing in the top 4. Like I said, I really hummed and hawed about that. That literally from 3rd to 6th, you could easily flip it upside down and someone will think you're right. Man United, just not good enough to compete with Man City and Liverpool. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Under Mourinho, it's just a certain brand of football. And I'll tell you one thing that really annoys me is that Mourinho, for as much as I love Mourinho, and I really do like him, he looks absolutely, thoroughly miserable in that job. He does. You're manager of Manchester United. Show some goddamn passion, man. Show some excitement. You've got some of the best players in the world right now. You've got Pogba. You've got Lukaku. You've got Juan Mata, who can just dribble past anyone at a given moment. You've got Jesse Lingard, who does his blooming dabs all the time and all this kind of stuff like that. And he's great on the ball. You've got some really, really good players in your squad. Get excited, man. Get pumped for the new season. Come on, Mourinho. Sort yourself out. Liverpool finishing in 2nd. And Man City top. I can't look beyond Man City. No matter what Liverpool are doing, Man City are so dominant. Absolutely dominant. And I expect them to take their game onto another level next year. In terms of actually overall trophy-wise. Not the Premier League, because they won't beat the records that they set last year. They just won't do it. It won't be done for a long time. But Liverpool, I expect to have an absolutely amazing year as well this year. I can't wait to see what Kite is like in the middle. It's going to be a really interesting campaign. But like I said, anything from 3rd to 6th, who honestly knows? Who knows? But are you expecting any surprises in the Premier League this year? Are we going to be seeing someone that we wouldn't expect to see in the top 4? Are we going to get another repeat of Burnley in the Europa League places? But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I'd be really interested to hear. Make sure you do leave a comment. I will reply to every single one of them. I always do. Hit the like button if you have. Subscribe for more content. I'm going to be producing so much stuff coming for the new season. I'm dead excited. Really, really am. But as always on the channel though, until we see each other next time, Adios.